Hey everybody, welcome to some Wingspan board game arena style. We are going to do ourselves a speed run to 300. For those of you who don't know, board game arena has its own ELO system. We started a new account. We are at 0, and we're going to see how many games it takes us to get to 300. 300 is not a massive ELO. I've gone well above 300, but starts to really slow down once you get above 300. I feel so we're gonna shoot for that, and then if this becomes a popular video series, if I get some positive feedback, maybe I'll keep going after that. We will see. So what are we gonna do here? For those of you who also don't know, there's two kinds of boards. There's the green and the blue. Green is standard. We'll stick to that. And language dependent birds, we like those guys. Powerful bird cards. I think we're going to go crazy and we're going to include everything. Raven, Killdeer. We're low rank. We're 0 rank to start. So hopefully we come up against some noobs and we can just crush them, regardless of power birds. And then we'll keep the Swift starter pack. Absolutely no expansions beyond that. Here on Board Game Arena. We'll just jump into our first game and see how it goes. How many games will it take me to get to 300? Hopefully less than 20. But we will just have to see. Yeah, this was inspired by Eric Rosen. For those of you who like to follow chess on YouTube, you might be aware of him, but he is currently doing a master's speed run for chess, which is highly entertaining and informative. I've actually feel like I've learned a thing or two about chess, which I play with my brother on a regular basis. So yeah, we'll see if we have some fun here. And I guess I'll get back to you when we actually find an opponent. All right, here we go. Oh, but look at this. You guys a 75. Oh, that's me. For a second there, I thought that I had the bad rating. But it's actually, since I'm new, I only have a 75%. We're dealing with Pumpkin Donuts, 2300. We've got next to nothing for our grassland, for our wetlands. We've got a chickadee in the tray. We're going second. Not a great start. You always want those wetland cards. So what are we going to do? I think we grab this guy. I think we're going to go for we'll either go for the chickadee or the barn owl. Just grab him first, or we could just grab the grub first thing and play the swallow, assuming my opponent does not go for that. So I think what we're going to do, get rid of the cherry. Horned lark, not a good time. Virginia's hawk, 2 rats in the grassland, not where you want to start in Wingspan. 3 food cost, sharing food, and then again another expensive grassland cards. All 4 out of the 5 of my starting hands are grassland exclusive. That is not what you want to see when you're starting a speedrun. And I guess we'll go cavity nests. That owl would be helpful, as would the chickadee, so we like that. I wonder if we don't force down the... What would happen if we force down the swallow? I don't think it's a wise move. I have to spend 3 food to do that. We just grab the grub, play the swallow. Opponent takes the chickadee. Can't blame them there, but that leaves me safe to snag one and only grub. So, violet green swallow, good pick. We got 2 good cavity nests. We got food for both of them almost. We're not going to have the grub we need for the woodpecker after we play the swallow, but 3 food cost bird right out the gate. Not necessarily what you want. I still have my eyes on that owl. Down goes our cycler. Opponent has done nothing so far. Grabbed a card, grabbed some food, interestingly, before playing the chickadee. So explain that one to me. Must have a... Oh, okay. Now we have nothing to worry about. We've basically won the game already. Playing a bonus card into the grassland. 3 food. That is madness in my book. And the reason why I don't like that is because it uses up a bunch of food. It does nothing for you all game. And worst of all, is in the least important habitat at the start of the game. So opponent thinks it's all about the big scores, but you got to start small in Wingspan. Got to start small. Gonna grab that owl. Not so sure about the woodpecker as much as we like the cavity nest. Um, but there's no grubs in the tray or in the bird feeder. Bald eagle is of no interest to us. We'll grab one more off the top. It's too expensive. Merganser actually might be a thing. We can play that guy. It's another cavity nest. It is. Oh my gosh. We're gonna play the Merganser. And oh, bush tit though. Got to get the bush tit. Bush tit. What are we gonna do with the bush tit? Luckily, my opponent is a scrub. Does not know the power of the bush tit. Food is not available for it yet. So why don't we play? We're going to put down our Merganser so that we can grab another card uh, without spending the egg. Don't know what my opponent is up to here. Let's adjust. How's our aspect ratio? Oh, aspect ratio is good. Here comes that chickadee, as expected. So lacking a wetland bird. Grab a couple off the top. Not interested. Ooh, it doesn't really feel like a Toei game, but then again, might be tempted. I don't know. Baltimore Oriole. My opponent grabs that. I'm not gonna cry. Have fun trying to get the food for that guy. My opponent loves the big birds. That is going to allow us to build out a lot, I feel like. Always tempting. Help. And another expensive one. Opponent only has 2 food at a time. He's grabbing a bunch of 3 food cost birds. Okay. Well, we'll just grab this guy, I think. My opponent has no scavengers. No. Get the Toei down. Give my opponent the reroll. That's okay. What am I going for here? I wasn't paying any attention to the end of round goal. I should have just laid some eggs. Shows what I know. All right. Well, American Red Start is excellent. All right. I gotta focus up here. This is not how winners play. We're gonna deny this guy. Don't think we want him. Nab one off the top. Raven. All right. Well, Merganser crushing it. So now the question becomes, I kind of like Raven Toei. I'm not going to lie. I think we do this to deny it. And then we're going to hope that we could, we're going to hope for no rat on the reroll. So that's a shame. We could grab a fish and hope for another reroll. We're tossing this red start. We want a rat. We're going to say goodbye to our friend. Come on, rat. Don't be shy. There it is. Double rats. You just have to ask nicely. Okay. Well, I'm going to go Raven, Toei, Bush Tit. We need eggs in ground nest. I think we actually put the Toei down first to start getting eggs in. Yeah. Start getting eggs in our ground nest. What's my lovely opponent up to? Nothing in the grassland still. Going for those big plays. He's going to get down his either that whatever it is that gives him grubs if it's in the tray or the he's going all right. It's going to be even more food for us. Maybe the toey was unnecessary, but we'll see. We will see. The more food, the better. I promise you that with a raven. I always like 3 food over 2, as you know from one of my previous games. I'm tempted by grabbing this bunting, but let's just get the party started here. Do we get the bush tit down? Does he go in the grasslands? We don't have an amazing card draw. Tempted to put him into the wetlands. Just not sure he's going to do a lot of work for us without any tremendous card draw. We're about to meet the lower bounds of our bonus card, so that's always a good feeling. Opponent's going nuts on the forest. He's just putting eggs down in ground nests. He's got 6 total. We only have 4, so he's going to win the end of round goal. He's up by a little bit. We really flubbed that first end of round, I'm sorry to say. Could have easily acquired it, but too busy chatting it up. Need my cheat sheet. Yeah. We'll grab a couple grubs. Grubs are always nice. Not going to do well in the next end of round goal either. We're going to put down our bush tit into the wetlands to help. It'll just get us a couple tucks every time we go for. It'll get us a tuck and an egg. Still eyeballing that bunting, but I think it's better to get the bush tit down. Let's do that. My opponent with only 4. He's got another turn though. So, yeah. Do we want to force him into laying eggs? Yes. Yeah. Or we'll tie it. Just fine by me, and then we'll fill up our. We will start filling up our forest. And we'll take a rat and hope for a nice predator. Is my opponent aware that star nests are, he's not. All right, well, we made the right choice. Never underestimate just how much of a noob someone is. He grabs a goldfinch. Not afraid of that at all. There's a nice ibis that we certainly want. Also would not mind low or high egg capacity birds. Could put one in the forest. Opponent goes for it. I think maybe the bush tit could go in the forest, but don't know about that. Oh, what are we going to do with this bush tit? Let's put him in the wetlands. Call me crazy. We're going to grab that sparrow if it comes our way. There is this sapsucker. It is a cavity nest. Allows for a little bit more eggs capacity in the forest. I think we'll go for it. Nothing there is jumping out at us. So we'll tuck. Got a nice point generating wetlands here. Then we'll grab that guy. I almost forgot about him. All right, here we go. 4 turns left. Play this guy. Lay eggs. Play this guy. Lay eggs. Or we could just force this guy down after all. We also like that hermit thrush. Or whatever it is. We're going to grab him. So it'll help with our bonus card. Our opponent's giving us the food for it, so can't say no to that. Oh, well, Canada Deuce. Canada Goose. I think that's going to clinch it for us. With the Toei, of course. That'll be a nice little engine, won't it, my friends? Opponent without any eggs in the forest yet. Play this guy. Four egg slots. My opponent with 2 turns left. I'm going to have to lay eggs this turn. Not doing it. So we will be able to secure the next end of round. Oh, we've got 3 in there already. I missed that. So we're not going to worry about this end of round. All right. That's nice of you. That'll give us some tucks on our goose. Thank you very much. Nope, that's not what we want to do. We're going to save a couple of food for the goose. We'll still be filling up our forest. So opponent will have to lay eggs here. So it's going to be eggs, sparrow, eggs, 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 eggs. Hopefully we have space. Oh, opponent's not doing it. Oh, yes, he is doing it. All right, well, he's going to win the end of round goal, so we'll just leave our 1. Because it's not going to matter. He's got 6. Grab ourselves the food for our sparrow. And get the grain for our goose. We might want to get down this guy for the bonus card. Probably if we fill up our egg space, which we very well could do, we will play this guy as the final turn. But otherwise, we're sitting pretty. Start filling up our bush tit with this guy. And now we are off to the races. We are going to be getting 5 eggs at a time, 25, so we could just run the engine. Wind up with 27 out of 28 eggs. That sounds pretty good to me. This guy, so our engine is 4, 5, 6, 7 points at a time. This guy would be a 5-point play. Not worth it. Oh, we gotta start filling up our grasslands here. Can't be forgetting about that. Almost 7 slots. We have plenty more than that. What a very satisfying way to start this speed run. A Toei Raven Goose engine. Can you get any more classic than that? Why is my nose itching so much? Must be the excitement of this crushing classic base game Wingspan engine. And we just run away with everything here. Well, somehow we did our math wrong. Oh, because we only had 4 turns. First turn I was spent playing the Sparrow, so that makes sense. We've got 7 more points coming. That'll give us 79 plus the end of round will be 80, 86 plus 4 points. So we'll have a cool 90 as our final score. Nothing wrong with that. Phone has a million food. That's what happens when you just build out your forest, I guess. Final turn. My opponent has no cards. Gonna have to lay 3 more eggs. Call it good. Don't stop on us now, my friend. There you go. To the board. As predicted, I'll score 90. Nice 10 points off of Cartographer. $79. Not bad. There we go. All right. That yielded us a very nice 47 points. We're already 1/6 of the way there almost. So let's go on to the next game. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that amazing achievement. Oh, thank you for that amazing achievement too. On to the next games, friends. This is one of the many benefits of. Oh, does it not? We're gonna have to star this guy. How do we? There we go. There we go. Right at top now. And I guess we continue to play with everything. Let's be maniacs like that. It's gonna bite us at some point, but we have not reached that point yet. Hopefully, we get it in game a little faster this time. All right, Wondrous Wonderland. You are 153. We got a fish crow. We once again have nothing for our wetlands, but we have both the ruddy duck and the ring-billed gull. So not the best bonus cards. There's a kestrel in play, so I think we grab the ruddy duck. Then we can play the ruddy duck and the fish crow. Do you think we want to grab that ring build gull first if we can? But first will be the ready duck. Play the ready duck, grab up the gull. Gotta be careful about what food we select here. Yes, yes. We'll do that. The food for the duck and the fish crow. American kestrel might be a little greedy, but that'll be nice to have our two food, or two birds in the wetlands. We'll go hunters and grab up the ruddy duck first thing. Grab the ruddy duck, play the ruddy duck. Little luck, grab the gull, and then get down our fish crow and try to get down our kestrel. So one thing I should try to start doing here is planning out my first seven. Oh, well, there it goes. The stilt might be a worthy second place, especially if there's a. Ooh, we like that waxwing. I think better than the kestrel to start. Two food out of the uh, two food out of the forest is fantastic. Paired with the waxwing. Excellent. We're gonna get some cherries. We definitely just got to grab it now. Kind of tempted to play the fish crow first, lay some eggs. Don't think my opponent's going to be. These are not common cards to be grabbed. My parent did play a bowl nest, so there's a chance that he has the bowl nest bonus card. Why risk it? Let's just grab it. Let's just go for it. Hope we get a junk card here. We do not. Okay, we're going to skip the stilt for now then. We'll undo that. Get one here. All right, that one can go. Grab this guy. All right. The Morning Dove pairs very well with the Fish Crow. We're getting some lucky card draws here, that's for sure. Now I think we can afford to play the Fish Crow and work on the food for the stilt, maybe. Maybe we'll get cherries for the waxwing. Come our way automatically. So the Kestrel's still in the cards. We're just going to hold off on it for a while. Supposed to get a triple set of eggs. We are not worrying about that guy. Yep. Here comes our cherries. That stilt is nice because it's going to give us fodder for our waxwing. Grab this guy. Then we're going to go ahead and grab that stilt. Get the food for it. Play it. Something so comforting about Wingspan on Board Game Arena. My phone's got the 3. They're going for the end of round goal. We're going to spend the egg here. Hold on to that. Never know. It's a cherry eating bird after all. Lazuli bunting probably not going to get played. Oh, we got one more. The stilt. Let's not forget about the stilt. Let's not forget why we came here. Okay. Well, it's a cherry eating bird. We're going to be overflowing with eggs, I feel. Get rid of this guy. I actually think maybe we should get our morning dove down first. That would be the better play. So we'll lay some eggs. I'm not going to discard. Get a grain. That might have been a nice play if something really great pops up in the tray, but if that happens, the my opponent will probably be going for it. Opponent just milking that end of round, banging it out. Has not watched the winging it video of opening traps. We have 3 platform nests, so we are secure in the next end of round. Um, pretty good setup that he's got. Any 3 birds you could have, you would not necessarily complain about those. The ruby-throated hummingbird. Oh, look at those predators! Look at all them beautiful predators. Kite would be nice. Roadrunner would be nice. See if my opponent goes for any of them. If not, we'll grab them with the stilt once we play it. Give me them cherries. Don't be shy. Well, taking one of my precious predators, but oh, that's one we don't really want my opponent to have. But are we worried about it? Oh, you know, we're gonna undo this though. Let's not be filling up our dove unnecessarily here. We're not really worried about it. Grab ourselves another grain, or I mean, yeah, grub. Down will go our stilt. Don't think we need to deny the American avocet. Opponent barely has make space for it. Food generation is not strong. If they go for it, I will be fine. Well, the food's there for it. Do we deny it? I don't know. Are we worried about it? We do have a grassland engine. My opponent is not strong, however, so we're just not going to worry about it. Well, I guess next down is going to have to be our waxwing. Maybe we grab up. No, there we go. You beautiful man, you. We got plenty of stuff to tuck here. I think the Zuli bunting can go. The Savannah sparrow can go. We're going to work up towards I guess the Roadrunners next. Tough titmouse we would like to hold on to, but we'll just see. What's my opponent doing on them? He's only got one so far. Platform nests. We are not winning in the points department, but that is very deceiving. Oh, there's a second. There could be one more. Do not think we have the time to get down our Roadrunner. Nope. We sure don't. Opponent only has a cherry with 2 turns left. Don't think he's got another one coming. We will get rid of our bunting. Grab ourselves a rat. Keep on passing out the food, my friend. Nothing finer. Put our friend down. We need some more wetland birds after this. All right, so he remains with. Oh, we just got another one down and with a turn to spare. So my math was, as usual, incorrect. That avocet is not worth going for. It is a wetland bird, but it's too expensive, especially with our fish crow as our food generation outside of cherries. Although my opponent is giving us plenty of cherries to work with. And the last thing we need is an egg generator, of course. There we go. Fill up all of our platform nests. Oh, we shouldn't. We didn't really want to do this. We got to skip. Should have grabbed cards though. Missed out on a tuck there. Take a grub. Then again, we are going to get the tray reset, so might have been better this way. Got a Willet. We will deny the turkey. Willet is a predator, which is awesome. Nothing there of interest to us, so good. Once again, good fodder for our cedar waxwing. Opponent has a black vulture turn up. That would be great for him. I think we play the Willet. Grab cards one more time. Do we grab? Let's not grab the vulture quite yet. We'll grab it now. If my opponent does not. But I suspect he will. It's a cheap card. New players oftentimes like cheap cards. If he doesn't grab it now, though, then I'm not going to bother denying it. Last chance. Nope. All right. Well, what are we going to do? I guess that was the last chance. Missed that turn. Oh, let's see. We need probably, well, yeah. Let's go one more time here. Nah. Loggerhead Shrike, you say? Stick this guy on automatic. Nice to get one more decent wetland. Ah, there we go. That will help us. We can discard this guy. All right, 3 turns left. Lay eggs. Play the osprey, I think. And then lay eggs. The coot. A lot more egg space, but are we going to need that much? Might. We don't have the best. We have pretty decent egg space already. How many spaces do we have? Probably the egg space would be better for us. Let's do that. We need eggs in the grasslands here. Say goodbye to our Shrike. I think we will play the coot. Well, let's see here. We still have the Kestrel to play. Yeah, I think with the Osprey we'll be fine. So we'll just go with Yeah, we'll go with the osprey. We could just force down this kestrel. Well, there's the turkey we might want. Turkey has a lot more egg space than the kestrel, after all. And we basically have the food for it. The kestrel might be out. But then again, my opponent has very little egg space, so turkey can go in the can go into the you know forest. My opponent plays something here. I don't think it's worth it to overpay for one of these guys. I think we just let him have the end of round goal. We are well ahead at this point, anyways. I think we're just going to force down our friend the kestrel. We have 5 cherries. And then get the food for the turkey. And ooh, even double play with the titmouse. Yes, please. Wood duck, yeah. You can have it, buddy. It's all yours. Looking good with our 6 in a falconer. Got a very nice engine once again. Opponent with no food, no engine to speak of, grabbing cards, 3 food at a time. I think we're doing okay. Plenty of egg space in the grasslands. But he did win the end of round goal. We are definitely going to get the next one. Well, that Gallon Newell would be nice for my opponent, but unfortunately for him, he has filled up his grasslands. We're going to hope for a couple more cherries out of my opponent. Really, just one is all we need. We'll spend 2 turns activating our fish crow, and that's about all we'll have to do there. Get lots of eggs otherwise. Is he going to give us that cherry? Going for eggs for some reason. Yes, he did not find anything he liked, which is unfortunate. Only 1 food in the bird feeder. Um, our friend, the cedar waxman, is doing work. Get ourselves a grain. Oh, he did give us a cherry. Did I miss that somehow? I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. Oh, my cedar waxwing. I forgot it existed. Oh, if we spend these 2 guys, yeah. There we go. There's the extra food. That means we don't have to activate our fish crow this time. Some eggs right there because we're going to get another egg or another food that we need from our cedar waxwing. Now I believe we have all the food we want. Down, do a double play. We're going to be lacking 1 card for a tuck on the waxwing, but what can you do? Going for food. Gonna give us an extra egg if he gives us a food here that we like. does not pass out the uh, the cherry. There we go. Nice 9-point play there. Plenty of egg space to spare. 7-point play from my opponent. Goodbye, Cormorant. But we can now spend that cherry we got on an extra egg. Cedar Waxwing providing us the tuck and the egg, much like a bush tip. How lovely are you? Opponent playing a 1-point bird. Maybe not the time. Fill up our turkey just because we love our turkeys. My Kestrel has one more chance and fails. Roadrunner's doing much better. And there we go. 88 plus the end of round plus the bonus card. So we are going to get 101, once again proving that the fish crow is more powerful than the raven. Very nice. 101 score. GG to my opponent. Some decent bonus cards. Don't think he's going to be able to bring it back. 73. All right. Well, good game. On to my next one. Yes, yes. Okay. I don't know what that means. All right. One last game with all the good stuff included. See where it takes us. So far, we're going strong, but we could just bump into someone with a raven and it could end our game. Up against a 197. So this is something that Board Game Arena gets a lot of grief for, having noob players, but Killdeer in the tray. Well, we're going to see how good my opponent is. If they go for the Killdeer, we'll see how much they know about Wingspan. But really, there's a lot of great players on Wingspan. Gets a bum rap for having just a bunch of scrubs, but I mean, we're starting on the low end of the spectrum here. And once you get into like the 300/400 range, you play with plenty of people who know what they're doing. Do we keep the puffin, or are we just gonna bank on getting that Killdeer? You know what? We're gonna take some risks here. Omnivore is a very good card. My opponent's 197. I'm gonna check his scores real quick. You all can't see this, but let's see how he does on Wingspan. Let's see here. Just want to see what his kind of average score is. Let's see here. Yes, yes, I'm coming. 88, 75, 83, 84. Not terrible. I don't know if I can bank on getting that Killdeer. I want to go Visionary Leader, but I think we're going to play it safe. Maybe get this Aninga. I don't know. We got nothing for our wetlands. If we don't get that Killdeer, we're going to hope. We're going to be a little foolish here. Well, we're going to be a little safe, actually, but the Killdeer does not go away, of course. So do we go Visionary Leader? I think we go Omni. Let's not get too cocky here. All right, well, let's see what happens. My opponent did not keep the food for the Killdeer, but he grabbed it anyway, so that's interesting. All right, well, we might have a game on our hands. Not so sure. We're going to grab this guy, so we get two good cards for our forest. That was kind of an automatic reaction there. Let's see what my opponent can do with Killdeer. Playing the turn first, though. Not quite aware of the Killdeer meta at least. He knows it's a good card, but he's still starting to build out his wetland, which is not really a good idea. Not necessary when you have a Killdeer. We're just going to play our two forest cards and hope that that fish remains. Get the Aninga down. All right, friends. I'm going up against a Killdeer. That a swallow would be nice too. So I think we're going to play this guy, get the food. Oh, we can't get the food for the swallow and the Aninga. So that's a shame. Do this. We have a pretty darn good forest, however. There's always the Aninga plus the Merganser, but that's a little silly. There goes the Killdeer. Where's it going? It's going into the forest. Okay. Opponent is competent. Understands a little bit about the Killdeer. Has he watched the Flan video on how to play the Killdeer? Glad we did not go Visionary Leader, although we have yet to see a single Omni card. We're gonna. Do we grab the cherry now? We might. Let's grab the cherry, get a reroll, get a grub, grab up that swallow. Opponent going for knows he wants to build out that wetland. Ooh. Oh no. Catbird. No, we're gonna undo that. We said we wanted that cherry. All right, good grab. Feel good about that. And then I think we just grab the swallow. We will not spend the egg. Single food draw. Predator fails. We like that. We're going to grab the swallow and then just put it down at the start of the next turn. Keep him on auto for now. Just have to remember to turn it off auto if my opponent gets a scavenger. Catbird's a little tempting, but it's too expensive right now. We have some decent repeatable actions, but nothing that really screams Catbird. Got a nice Aninga hit. That is what we like to see. All right, we get to go first this turn. Ooh, we got to deny him. And we'll grab the this guy as well. We suddenly have the making. Oh my gosh. What are you doing to me, game? Giving my opponent the Killdeer plus the Purple Martin when he has a grub already. You just want me to fail at this challenge, don't you? We're just going to grab it. Do we just grab it if my opponent does not, or do we lay a couple eggs first? Get the swallow down, and I don't know. That's playing against these Killdeer, man. Okay. Well, he's building out his forest. I think we just grab it. We're not messing around. We're gonna be able to hold on to our Cherry that way. Grab a couple grain, I think. I'm going for the big birds. Really going for the wetland after playing a Killdeer, so not the best plays. Okay, I got a plan. Grab a couple. We just need one grain, really, so we'll grab a grain and do a reroll. Grab a couple grubs. Grab one grub, I should say. Play the house finch into the grasslands. Lay eggs. Play the martin. Maybe we play the martin in the grasslands too. We still have the swallow. Yeah, I'm taking it back. We don't want anything there. Finch, martin. I mean, we want the crane, of course, but we want to get our engine going here. Plus, free food cost burden when you're getting 2 food at a time. Not necessarily the best. House finch will go down, lay some eggs, play the martin. There's a cherry, though. We want a cherry for our swallow, so I guess we do one more round of food if my opponent does not. My opponent is out of food, however. So they're going to grab up some food. It'd be nice to get a grub and a cherry. That would give us the food for the Vireo. Yeah. Okay. Well, took up all the food we want, so we're going to hold off on getting food. We'll just get down our 2 cards, I think. Oh, but now we have to cycle out the tree swallow. I think it's worth it. How many cavity nests does my opponent have? Just the one. I mean, platform. You know what I meant. Don't want to cycle out the Vireo, do we? Star nest is nice. Still, yeah, we want that whooping crane, actually. Bonus card bird. We have 2 cavity nests. My opponent has 2. This would be a third. I think we got to get rid of the Vireo. That's a better bonus card for us. 8 points. Ooh, that would be nice. We got to grab it. A little food. It's a little late for him, but I'm okay with it. I think. Am I okay with it? We do need to grab cards. There's still no cherries. That's an issue. There's a. Do we overpay for the swallow? I think we do. I feel like the swallow is important. Overpay for the swallow. That Toei. Toei feels a little on the late side. I'm not going to lie. 0 points. But for card cycle and food out of the grasslands. It's not the best food. It'll get us what we want for our whooping crane. It is cheap. All right. I also like this owl. Well, that's a good one for us. It's cheap. If we take the owl, there are rats in the tray, but there are no fish. Oh, so we can get rid of this guy. We'll get him. Pushed it. Tie up this end of round. Man, Bush Tit is so strong with Killdeer. Don't tell my opponent that. Oh, he knows. We're in trouble. We're ahead this game so far. Anything there we like? No. Opponent will have 3 cavity nests, which is we got the martin, we got the owl, so that should do it for us. Oh, we do need more cards to cycle, however. So I think we grab up the food we want. Down goes the night heron. Not too worried about that. Again, a forest is not really going to help him out. Grab up that for our martin and our. Well, maybe we get the Toei. I don't know. I think we grab up these 2. Nope, not going to happen. Do want total birds for the last one, so that will it's nice and cheap. We do have. I think we do. Do we get cards? Food's not going anywhere. Do we deny this guy? He doesn't have the rat for it. Get one off the top. Don't see that one in our future. As nice as it would be for us, we don't have the food generation for it. We'll get one more off the top. That guy we definitely don't care about. We'll get this guy because he's cheap. We'll just grab a couple grubs and we'll be on our way. I guess we could play the owl first. No, we want to spend the 1 egg we have in our grasslands. All right, into bush tit. We're getting serious, my friends. But luckily, we have got ourselves a pretty good generator here already. Plus, we've been collecting points on our nuthatches. Do we put down the Toei? We're getting close to the end here. We want the cavity nest, so we will put down the martin. Lay eggs. Put down the Toei. Do we need the Toei? I think we might need the Toei. Although we do have this fly catcher, all of our cavity nests might be better to. Well, we need the Toei to get the food for the flycatcher, so yeah. So we would like some of these cheapo birds for the final end of round, perhaps. All in all, not the strongest game. I'm not going to lie. But we're building towards something here. If we score in the 80s on this one, I'll be happy. One cavity nest, 2 cavity nest, 3 cavity, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got to get this guy down, unfortunately. We will be tying the end of round. All right. I have to spend 2 turns just laying eggs as well, which is also unfortunate, but we have lots of things to cycle. My opponent might have this one. I am not. Well, he's got a 5-point engine with 3 more turns to run it. No food, but good food generation. Oh, let's see here. I think this flycatcher's got to go. Not done well on our bonus card. Well, a little late for you, my friend. All right. So I think we can get down. We don't have time to get down to everything we got. My opponent has way more cards than us. Things are looking a little bleak. But we do have a very good cycler. Oh, what did I do? I got totally distracted there. I meant to go for that end of round, and I failed. But now we're just gonna have to make it up. I'm not going to discard. I do not feel like this one is quite going to work out for us, but we do have a good engine that if my opponent. Ooh, look at that. Is that worth it at this point? I think it is. Yeah, we'll get rid of this guy. All right, we're going to play the Swallow. Opponent goes for a nice bonus card. It's getting real, my friends. -1 point score. Is it? Maybe it's not worth the Swallow. If we just ran our engine, it would be worth it. Opponent with 9 cards. 2R7. It might be better. 3 cards left and only a cherry. Don't think the Swallow is worth it. Because we're going to want to play some birds. We're going to try to compete for this end of round, I think. 3 turns left. Got only the food for Screech Owl and the Crane. There's another Omnibird. Don't think we're going to be able to afford him. There's an Omni, but not worth it. Yeah, if we go for food one more time, we're not going to have enough for both of these. If we had held on to that Swallow or whatever it was, we could have we could have played him, but totally not worth it as well. Looking good for my opponent. He could just run his engine at this point and he'd have it clinched. Not doing it though. Okay, he's giving us hope, which means he's going for another bird card, which means there's no point in going for the end of round. Gonna play another bird at some point. So we're just gonna have to run our engine and hope. Start spending food. Hope that we can pull far enough ahead that we somehow pull it off. We are building out a small lead, but there's no way. 2 bonus cards. We're gonna get 2 points on our bonus card. Maybe the Whooping Crane will give us something miraculous, but don't see it happening. Took a little bit too long to get this puppy started, and we just did not do well on the end of round goals. Yep. Nice point, 7 point bird there. He has 10 cards. Not something we could have. Let's see here. Could have competed with. We don't even have the. Let's put this guy down in case we do. Well, that's still only 8 cards, so. Well, let's put him down. Do that. See what we get. Now we get 2 more points. Not 4 points out of 2 bonus cards. A bit sad. My opponent easily has this game. It's going to be getting. It's got a 4, 5, 6, and then a 5 or 11 points coming his way. Oh, it's going for food again. All right. All right. Well, still not going to win, but at least we'll be a little bit more competitive. He must have something for his wetland. He must have a wetland scientist. So, yeah, our score is not looking particularly strong. I don't think we are going to break 80. We won't. We're going to be getting 78. Quite the shame. Oh, another bonus card bird. If it's a dud, you know. But he is, yeah, unless he has complete garbage bonus cards, he's got this one. We might still get ELO points since we're under 100. So I think it might bump you up closer to 100 just for playing. We'll see. All right. Well, he needs 8 to tie. Well, 8 to win. He's halfway there already. If it's a dud, we win. It is not a dud. So only a 2 point game, if my math is correct, which I am sure it is. I think the Toei might have been a mistake. It's hard to say. Toei was a very cheap bird, but it got us the food for the whooping crane at least, which was a bit of a play. And there we go. Our first loss. A little depressing to happen so early. I was hoping we could build up a bit more of a streak, but not to be this time. So that's going to do it for us. We got +0, so it did not affect our score negatively, but I would have preferred to have a few more wins against the lower ranked players, but that's Wingspan for you. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. I probably could have played it better, but leave your comments down below on how I could have won that game. And yeah, if you enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And I'll keep it up, see how far we get. 3 games so far, 2-1. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.